Hi guys,
I'm Jeri.
I'm Ciara.
We're ladies.
And we tangent.
What's up, everyone? Hello. Guess what?
What?
We made a mistake.
Oh, we had an oopsie.
We had an oopsie, and we never turned the heat back on after we recorded last year. And we walked in, and it was 44 degrees. There's literally, I know I made the joke earlier to you that we're in a polar vortex.
No, but
the country.
Yeah, no,
like
we
the
are.
entirety of the country is going through a polar situation.
Yeah.
Where we are experiencing the coldest January in decades or something.
What?
Yes.
I feel like I've seen colder. Not that I'm trying. Hey, listen. Not that I'm trying to fucking.
I'm trying to measure
make some shit.
icicles. Trying to
measure icicles.
dick sizes. But I've had colder January.
I think I have.
And I walked barefoot to school uphill both ways when I experienced
Yes,
them.
you guys are pussies for. I'm just kidding. It's so fucking cold.
No,
my feet are frigid.
I know. I had to get the second yellow blanket. The arguably cleaner yellow blanket. And don't say anything about the color difference.
Not clean at all.
They are normally different colors, but this one is dirty. But I want it to be clear that they're not discolored.
No. They're different colors
because it's dirty
of yellow.
It just also happens to be dirty.
I like it dirty. That's something about me.
That's what we know about you.
Speaking of
dirty,
yeah,
my kid has lice.
Oh my god!
Not anymore. He did.
Well, speaking of bugs, I was editing my Breed Out the Grinch episode yesterday, and just like I started going through and just like touching time spots and seeing what I would say, and I was laugh crying because I didn't realize how unhinged that stream got, but what reminded me of that was I said, god damn it, the Grinch's tits are full of milk and he's got bugs. And I was like, why?
Well,
but anyways.
Normally when your tits are full of milk,
you also have
bugs.
I don't know if that's what I would call children, but.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They've been called worse things, that's for sure.
Probably by the Grinch. So.
Probably. Brady and I were getting the kids ready to go to Ciara's house on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I'm like, actually, Ollie was scratching his head. And Brady goes, has he showered recently? Like, he's really itching his head. And I was like, he showered yesterday.
Yeah.
But let me just take another look-see. And I was like, you're fucking my dick right now.
What did it look like? Because I've never seen lice. I've never had lice. By the way, if you see me itching my head during this, it's because anytime she's talked to me about it, immediately my head's itched.
Same thing.
Corey check me so many times in the last couple days.
Brady, if you're watching this, I no longer have extensions because I made Brady take them out.
Yeah, just in case.
Because he checked me.
Oh, I had a friend who had lice when she had extensions, and she couldn't get rid of it for months until she finally took her extensions out. I was like, girl, take them out.
Oh my God.
Take them out.
The way I would pass away.
Yeah.
The way I would just move on from this lifetime.
Yeah, because the eggs kept being stuck in like the wefts.
I
know, dude.
Right now, all my wefts are in a bag dying. If there's anything alive in there, they are dying. I will say, I'm not proud of how I reacted initially to the bugs because I was like, shave their heads. Because
that's what I would do immediately.
There's such a stigma around lice. And you know what? I'm gonna tell us all about lice today.
Let's destigmatize lice. And while we're at it, fleas.
Well,
I'm in a flea situation. It's pretty bad.
I don't fuck with fleas the way I fuck with lice now because lice don't have wings.
No,
so they can't fly.
They crawl.
And they can't jump.
Yeah.
So like crawling is, that sounds horrifying. You guys are puking in your cars. Okay, but
I'm itchy.
Crawling to me is like the least scary bug movement.
I would agree.
And they're not fast.
They're not?
They're not fast.
Oh, that's good.
They're not fast.
So how do they get... Oh, because they're on surfaces that maybe you would lay on. How do they get it?
So
kids.
That's the thing is if they share hats or if they touch heads. And so like
school kids.
For some reason, school kids like to sit with the tops of their heads touching.
Why do kids rub their heads on shit?
Do you know what I mean?
No, Sawyer's in a real, like, she rubs her head on everything.
Like, if there's something on the ground that they're all collectively looking at, they all touch the tips of their heads.
And the lights are just having a fucking field day.
They are. They're just, like, fucking crawling from one to the other. So you have to physically touch someone's head
Yeah.
in order for it, or if you lay with them. However, I lay with my kids to fall asleep, and like I said, I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
I still gave myself a treatment just in case.
I would. Yeah.
I still took my extensions out just in case, but
and take all your sheets and stuff.
oh
and,
yeah, everything's been washed.
Yeah.
All of our
because I don't know if you got to that part, but she
Yes.
ended up not coming to my house for New
yes.
Year's. Yeah.
I was like, we're not going over there. I tried to tell Brady, I was like, you can go. Like I will stay here with them.
Yeah.
I will sit like the monkey in Lion King 2 and I will pick the bugs out of their hair. You can, because I checked him. He had just gotten a haircut, so he had a whole lot of hair on top to look through. Their hair is fucking thick.
They have thick hair.
Thick hair.
I know, it's hot.
But it wasn't a lot to look through because he had just gotten a haircut. And I was like, you're fine, so you can leave.
Yeah.
You can
get the hell out.
And he was like, no, I want to spend New Year's with you guys. And I'm like, why? We have bugs.
There's bugs in this house.
What are you doing?
Get out of here while you can.
It's
Save yourself.
And he wouldn't.
He didn't.
He didn't. He went to Walmart and he got me stuff for the treatments. And I'm going through and I'm telling the kids to just calm down. I just keep screaming, you got bugs! You got bugs! You need to just sit down and everybody stay calm. Meanwhile, I'm very clearly not
freaking
calm.
out.
But I was reading about it and they're like, hey, it's not a necessarily dirty thing because
No, they actually like cleaner scalps.
they like really clean hair because it's easier to crawl through.
Yes,
And I'm
yes.
like, ew, sick. I mean, thank you, I guess. It's like a compliment to have lice.
Well, you didn't have any.
Well,
You dirty bitch.
Well, of course I'm dirty. I was only washing my hair like once a week with extensions.
Right.
My extensions saved me probably.
That's true.
They probably got a look at that scalp
They were
and was
like,
like,
hell no.
Absolutely.
I'm not going through that, Traverse.
But I will say,
Then when I got these kids over here.
eggs are, people think nits and eggs are the same thing.
No,
they're
very
not.
different.
Nits is like the opened egg that the bug's already crawled out of. And so you can comb that out of the hair, but like you're not doing anything special. There's nothing in
There's
that.
nothing in there.
It's an empty sack.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, tell me about sacks.
The egg, though, looks like a little poppy seed, like a tiny little. It can be white, but typically they're like brown or black.
Really?
And they glue them to the hair shaft.
Well, okay. So when I was looking it up, because then I started combing through Corey's, and me and Corey, what you need to know about us is that we have dandruff like a motherfucker.
Well, apparently I do too, because Brady was looking through my hair and he goes, you just got a lot of dandruff. And I was like, shut up. I just had stuff tied into my scalp.
It's winter. My scalp is dry, brother.
Yes.
It's not actually dandruff. I know that now because I went to hair school. It's dry scalp.
Yep.
It's scalp pieces. It's pieces of my
Flakes.
scalp.
It's flaking.
And I'm gonna flake of crispy, flaky crisp. Buttery, flaky crisp.
Flaky, buttery flakes.
But I was like, I read that if you just shake it and they come loose, then it's not eggs because
the eggs are glued.
Yeah.
So you have
Very
to like
hard to get out.
Yes. Now, I'm
glad we're doing this.
Me too.
I think it needs to be
someone's gonna talk about bugs. I know I'm not the only one whose kids have bugs.
No,
okay?
no. And like
some of y'all have bugs on your kids right now.
Yeah, that's true. Or bugs in your house. A lot of us have pets.
We all have bugs.
And pets get fleas. That's
They
true.
do.
Okay, go on.
And my dogs get ticks.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so in the lice treatment kit, they have lice combs, and they are metal combs that are like what's that called? The little spiky part. The teeth? Is it comb teeth?
Yeah.
Teeth? They're very close together.
Yes,
and they're really fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they are soldiers
Bricked up.
on this comb. Okay. And
they're there for a reason.
so you just go through the hair, start at the scalp, and you just pull out.
And it comes up.
And the bugs and the eggs can get stuck to that.
Are they moving, the bugs, when you pull them
Not
up?
fast, but yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to tell you. It was both horrifying and delightful.
Oh no! That's how I felt when I would do flea stuff
Yes.
with my animals. Because here's what I would do with flea. We're going to talk about bugs for a minute. If you guys are like absolutely disgusted,
I'm sorry.
I encourage you not to be though, because it could happen to you, and I don't want you to panic and not be able to conquer it.
Because I did panic.
And so did I when
I
I first found, because I used to rescue cats.
Yeah.
And if you are ever in the business of rescuing animals in any capacity, you will encounter fleas and ticks. So it's better to know how to deal with them. But it's horrifying because a lot of times fleas will go into armpits or pelvic areas because it's warm. And so you immediately, when you rescue an animal, you would give them like a sort of flea treatment bath or like a Dawn dish soap.
Yep.
Dawn dish soap will kill them, right?
Sure.
You want to put it around their neck first before you put them in the water, because they will start running up. They'll start running up to the ears and the eyes. And if you put it around the neck, then they can't get to their ears and their eyes.
Oh my God, running is that's a horrifying word.
Because fleas move fast.
Yes.
And so anyways.
They can jump though.
Yeah, they can. Yeah. And when I had them bad in my house, I remember the one time I was like horrified because I just saw them. You could see them like bouncing.
Oh my God.
Like,
oh my God, dude.
But again, it took like 2 or 3 flea treatments and they were gone. And that was when I had like 5 cats living with me. So it was really hard to get rid of them. Okay. So that doesn't happen
so many
to
things
everybody.
that jump to.
That doesn't happen to everybody. But if it does happen, don't panic. My sister just had a flea incident.
Yeah.
And I came over to her house and had a whole flea situation with her.
Touching your hair.
I'm
so
scared
much.
now.
No.
Now I feel itchy.
No.
But I just don't want you guys to freak out because bugs happen.
They do.
Bugs happen.
Bugs happen 2025.
It's just
oh,
true.
No. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We accidentally manifested another plague of bugs.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I will say that
bugs
like
don't happen. The important ones do. The ones that save the earth happen.
Yeah.
Vermin? Is that what?
I don't want vermin 2025.
Pests?
Pests?
Gone. 2025. No pests. 0 pests. Pests be gone. 2025.
Or I'm going to be pesticide. You know what I mean?
Pissed off.
I will say a lot of treatments for lice, they don't kill the eggs. They lie. They're like, kills nits. And I'm like, don't you better change your branding because you're lying to these people out here.
Yeah,
you're
don't like that.
deceiving. And then they say you have to retreat them in 7 days. Well, they say that because they can't kill the eggs.
Yes.
And if you don't get the eggs out, then more bugs are going to be born.
That's the truth.
And that's when you have to kill them.
Yes. Same with fleas. So do that shit kind of repeatedly.
I've been checking my kids twice a day.
Good.
And if I come across an egg, I've not come across another bug, but
that's good.
If I come across an egg that I had randomly missed, then I get it out. But I think we're in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in the clear. Mm-hmm. Brady put all of our pillows from our couch in trash bags and put them in the garage.
Smart.
We were on the phone with his parents.
Yeah.
You might know them as your in-laws. And
I know him. She's seen me naked. She watched a human exit my body.
Well,
we barely know each other.
His dad,
yes, he didn't.
Yeah, he goes, you gotta take those, put them in a trash bag, put them in the garage. And Brady goes, the kids? And he goes,
them too.
Yeah, good. Put them in the garage. But yeah, everyone's fine. Ollie did have like an allergic reaction
to the treatment.
And it's very common to have an allergic reaction to the treatment.
It's strong. It's strong stuff.
Yes.
For a reason. But
and you can use other things. This being my first experience with it, I just wanted...
Well, you panicked. And
I just wanted to use something that said, this will make lice go away on the box.
Yeah.
Because I get it. Olive oil is supposed to help, but...
Mayonnaise, I heard
mayonnaise. I heard hairspray keeps them away.
Okay.
That wouldn't help me get rid of them, but...
That makes sense why me and Taylor never got lice growing up. We used a
lot of
hairspray. Ton of hairspray.
I was always told that they just didn't like red hair.
Oh.
And they don't like curly hair, which I had both of.
Good, because I'm infested with redheads.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's what she's like,
wazoo.
Susan was like, the boys never got it, so I don't really know. I can't help you. And I was like, Susan, why?
Please. She's a hairdresser, for a long time, though, so I'm sure she's encountered
she had some
words of wisdom.
Some words of wisdom. But yeah, Ollie had hives, and so I was like, is he allergic to how I wash the clothes? Because I've never washed clothes with hot water before, but I wash them all with hot water now because you gotta.
You have to. You should
but-
with fleas as well.
Yeah, he's fine now. I think it was just the leftover residue because when he went to bed with wet hair, I think some of it maybe got on his pillowcases, so I just took those off because he doesn't like pillowcases anyway.
That's fair.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me is I have a cold and also my kids have bugs.
That's the thing with we're all sick over here. And I waited. My daughter had croup on Christmas, okay? We had a New Year's Eve. I wouldn't say it was a party. It was a get together. We had not.
It looked like a party and it looked like a lot of fun.
And I was really
so much fun. I was so sad.
I'm sorry.
I was devastated.
It was a lot of fun. I had my nieces were there, Corey's brothers, daughters.
I'm familiar.
You know them. But it was cute because a lot of people ended up leaving or like going to bed after midnight. And me and the girls were dancing to Hot to Go by Chapel Roan and Espresso. And we were like doing the H. I was like, these are my girls.
That sounds like so much freaking
And then we went
fun.
upstairs and we watched Bluey. They got me to watch Bluey with them. We stayed up until 4 a.m, me and the girls.
Wow.
I was having a great
just
time.
girlhood.
Because Corey was with his brothers and they were all drinking. And I was like, you guys can do that. But this feels like more fun. I'm going to hang out with the girlies upstairs. And it was really, really, really fun. So
I'm really, really, really jealous.
However, I didn't realize, I thought we were all in the clear. It had been a week. I had no symptoms. I felt fine. The day after, I start feeling like shit. Now, I did drink a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Champagne.
of course.
Okay? Who amongst us? Well, if you would have seen how much alcohol was at my house, I tapered back.
Yeah.
Because it was, everybody there brought like a case of something. And I'm like, what do you think we're doing tonight?
Good God.
Relax.
That was me, though, to be fair. At the Parsons Christmas, I brought a 4-pack of Cutwater Espresso Martinis, which are 14%.
And you drank 2 of them.
And I drank 2 of them. And Brady was like, hey.
Parsons Christmas, that's what you do.
Because I've seen commercials. You're supposed to split those drinks with other people. And I was like, no, these are for me.
And to be fair, you left them in my house. You should see my fridge. My fridge downstairs makes me and Corey look like actual alcoholics.
It's a community fridge.
Everybody brought so much, and then they all just left it there. And I was like, well, now we have enough for the whole rest of the year.
Well, that's good.
So, I mean, anyways, the whole point of that was, then I start feeling like shit. I'm like, maybe I'm a little hungover. No. It started feeling, I thought it was a headache. Yep. Nope. Then I felt it under my eyes. It was sore. And then all of a sudden, I am stuffed up. I cannot breathe. I have a sore throat. The only reason me and Jeri are here together is because we're both feeling it together. Yep. And it probably came from my kid. I don't know. It came from all of us. We all had it. That's the thing. Because Corey's whole family has it. Like everybody, and they had it before. We all got it around the same time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I just
we're all in each other's fucking bubble all the time.
I feel really achy.
Yeah.
And I also would like to apologize. And I would like to say, if you listen to last week's episode, I made a silly joke that I shouldn't have made about another Pandoroma potentially happening.
That was a mistake.
I got a call from my friend Kat, and she was like, Jeri,
what the fuck would you say?
Don't joke about the bird flu. And I go, what? And she goes, the bird flu.
We didn't even
know. And I was
know.
like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she goes, I thought that's why you made the joke. And I was like, no.
We try as hard as we can to not know the news. And
maybe that's the problem.
That probably is a problem. But with everything going on and our emotions being as heightened as they've been, I feel like you and I try to stay out of the loop. Yes. And so when people were messaging us about bird flu, I was like, what are you saying to me right now?
That was an accident to the highest degree. And
now,
I am sorry.
Even if you're not worried about it for yourself, this is actually very important because I didn't know this. It's like very fatal for cats.
The mortality rate is very high for cats.
For cats and sometimes dogs.
Yes.
So if your dogs are out, especially you, because your dogs go out and they hunt, make sure they're not
hunt.
Well, they'll eat dead things.
Mosby did come back covered in dead stuff the other day. Yes, okay.
Because dead birds is a thing that can, if they eat a dead bird infected with bird flu, it can affect them.
Hell.
I know. You just got to be careful. I didn't know that either. And everybody was like, I got bird houses for Christmas. So excited. My mom was like, here's some bird houses and bird seed stuff.
Yeah.
However, somebody told me that your dogs can go out, because I love my cats, and it's, again, very fatal to kitties, but they don't go outside. They're strictly indoor cats. But your dogs can go out if they step in bird poop and track it in, and the cats come in contact with it. It can give it to them. So
yikes.
I have to I'm not doing my bird feeders until at least I know we're in the clear with the bird flu, because I'm like, oh, hell no.
I felt like for a while when we were growing up, there was a bird flu, there was a swine flu.
Yes,
there was
a lot of animal flus. Mad cow.
Mad cow
was big.
Made me go crazy. That made me feel like there's crazy cows.
And they were
a bunch of crazy cows.
What else was there? Ebola was scary.
Yep.
We've seen some shit.
We have seen some shit.
And
now I think I want to see less.
I would love to see less. Less bugs, less flus, less pandemies.
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah, I think it's a little late for us to do that, but...
Shut up.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
I think it's also very funny that everyone keeps commenting, asking what site Ciara used for our horoscopes because they were so spot on. She just Googled and randomly clicked on links.
I have no idea, because I pissed myself off that I didn't say it because I was trying to find it for these now. Yeah. But I found one. It's astrology.com. And that's all you need to know. So we're going to talk about what's up with us in 2025. Astrology.com, I have Cancer Yearly Horoscope. Here we go.
So if you're a Cancer, listen up.
Listen up. And I just did our sun signs, because honestly, that's all I did for the last one.
That's true.
If you want after this, I can maybe find a site where I can put in our sun, moon, rising.
Okay.
Try to get it a little more specific.
I also had...
CoStar, right?
Yeah, I had stuff from CoStar. They kind of pranked me with some New Year's stuff.
I don't know how much I trust CoStar. I think they try too hard to be funny, and I'm like, I actually want you to be accurate, though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, and I'll send them all to Nicole, it'll be like, you and your friend Nicole need to go out and dress like dogs and scream into the forest. And I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck are you saying to me
you
right
and
now?
Nicole are two kitties staring at each other across a desk. And I'm like, what?
And the house is on fire.
What? Oh my God, wait, no joke. You and Nicole are two songbirds that make up an elaborate, funny, and intricate bird language, then use it to gossip about other birds.
It's always me and Nicole are some kind of birds. Let me see what me and Nicole...
Schneider are wounded birds.
I was gonna say, what? Oh, there's a network issue. That's because we have no fucking Wi-Fi in this bitch. Try it again. Do collecting, checklists, and rigor, like rigor mortis.
Maybe not.
Oh, it says stretching is something you can do with legs and with friendship.
Okay.
Stretch me, bitch.
The hand that holds the pen is worth the hand that holds the plow.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but Brady's been plowing my driveway.
Okay, I did not know where that was going.
He's been plowing my driveway.
Hey, hell yeah. Listen, this says don't do sudden movement, telepathy, or gossip, which, oopsie, we already did.
Well, mine says do people watching, patios, and cold drinks.
Okay.
Well,
I had a cold drink. I'm having a cold drink.
Don't show up unannounced. Editorializing or picking sides. I never pick sides. I know which side I'm on. And I stay planted on that side.
Listen, you and Nicole are both feeling solid. The rootedness you both feel right now means you're ready to shake things up together. And then me and you, it says you and Jeri as ghosts. Jeri haunts the local graveyard and you help with the housework of the living. You both try to scare the same cat.
And we do.
And that's a motherfucking fact. Okay, here we go. Cancer year of 2025. Besides ruling all things love-related, cosmic diva Venus also watches over financial situations. So when she enters aggressive Aries in your career zone at the start of February, she throws you into ambition overdrive.
Oh, hell.
Well, that sounds
Buckle
scary,
up.
but maybe good.
Buckle up. You about to get to work.
I'm about to get into overdrive, bitch. As you become more assertive, competitive, oh my God, competitive, and Jeri,
I'm so scared.
and eager to climb the ladder of success now, money should follow. Taking a more passionate and energetic approach to your job and infusing your projects with creativity and enthusiasm makes you stand out for all the right reasons. And as you gain recognition from superiors and colleagues, what, that's you.
I'm like, hey, I'm recognizing that you're competitive now.
That's scary.
I'm scared.
Your earning potential will increase by a lot. Steady, serious Saturn is partnered with both kindred water sign Pisces and driven Aries this year.
I really like all of the adjectives that they're giving.
I like it. It feels
signs.
good. Energizing your expansion and career zones. Both of these planetary pairings stress the need to embrace and expand your knowledge base.
Okay.
So take a class, attend a workshop, travel to new places, and be patient.
Okay.
That sounds fun and a little contradictory.
A little bit. But isn't contradictory fun?
I think.
Hey kids.
Hey.
Is it contradicting?
Contraindications.
I think so.
Try not to get discouraged by setbacks or delays. Planes. Okay, this next part's kind of crazy. So it said, try not to get discouraged by setbacks or delays. There are a lot of rules and red tapes you might have to break to be successful this year.
Uh-oh.
Think about what potentially could be happening for us this year in terms of legalities and yes.
Oh, yes.
But trust that your hard work and dedication will eventually pay off because it is imperative to your long-term vision for both your career and your finances. So that's good news.
I hope so.
That's good news. It would be nice to sit back and watch the money roll in without grinding at a traditional 9-to-5, but that isn't most people's reality. So what does Jupiter, the planet of luck, have in store for you this year? As it spends most of the year partnered with clever Gemini. Oh my God, we're partnering with clever Gemini. And your imaginative sign, the more creative you are, the better. Follow your curiosity to find new and lucrative opportunities and then take advantage of chances to network with innovative thinkers.
Interesting.
Collabing is big this year.
Interesting.
Especially on artistic projects.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That is interesting.
That is
and
very
hopefully,
interesting.
Yeah, something that is coming to fruition.
Fun. Okay. Let me see if I can find you.
Clever Gemini.
I need not Cancer.
I think I'm so scared about this year for some reason.
Really?
Like, I think there was an
I feel very good.
I think there was an excitement.
Wait a minute, I don't like this.
I think you are in a stride place.
Yes.
Where I am in a rebuilding.
Yes.
Place.
Okay, that's fair.
And so I feel like there's an excitement because you have...
Well, I'm excited for you, though, because when I was in my rebuilding, that's when I feel like I learned the most and I gained the most skills that I use still to this day. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think I'm just...
It is scary.
I'm so used to having control.
Sure.
And I'm so used to, like, being able to predict what was going to happen and, like... And not even in a witchy woo-woo way, but just like from a formula standpoint of like, this is what will unfold and how it will unfold and when. And now I feel like I got nothing. Yeah. And so I am just, but I guess I shouldn't operate from a place of fear.
No.
But I am.
Turn that fear into excitement.
No, I'm also tired.
I keep telling her that. I'm like, this is an adventure. She's like, I want to do less adventure. I'm like, oh, come on.
I think I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
No. And that's totally fair. Okay, wait. There's another one for me. Why is this another one? I'm going to read it. Cancer, your sensitive, intuitive sign is linked with your roller coaster moods, period. So it makes sense your planetary ruler is the emotional moon. I love my emotional moon.
I don't think that you are as an emotional if someone were to say Cancer, emotional roller coaster, I'd be like, no.
Well, because mine are all internal. I would say yes, I just don't show it. I'm very good at hiding.
But isn't your moon sign the one that controls your emotions more so?
Yeah, and my moon is a Capricorn. Which I feel
they're very,
very, very,
kind of
clinical?
even Steven. Yeah.
This year, pay close attention to the moon's movements, and that will help you understand your ups and downs, starting with the full moon total. You know what? I'm done with this.
Yeah, the moon, it does go in phases. I know that for sure.
Yeah, that's
there's waxing and there's waning and there's crescents.
There's totally crescents.
And there's new ones and there's full ones.
And there's old ones. Astrology's chart for the year.
And there's blue ones. And there's corn ones.
Corn.
And there's blue corn ones.
It's corn. All right, this is the same one, astrology.com, year of Gemini. 2025. Gemini, as a curious, adaptable, and social sign, you can experience a lot of growth, learning, and self-discovery in 2025. Already?
Great.
Off the rip. This year, you will naturally attract new personal and professional opportunities as Sirius Saturn moves between sensitive Pisces and driven Aries in your career and networking zones.
Okay.
So we both have the career and networking zones that are like...
That's true.
Branch out, meet people. As usual, your ability to interact with people and make meaningful social connections will result in new business collaborations. The fact that we both have new business collaborations, love that for Ladies and Tangents. Friendships and romantic partnerships that bring new challenges and fulfillment to your life.
So I'm getting a new romantic partner. That's gonna be a problem.
Upsetting. Who am I?
I like this one.
Disagree with the planets.
Can I keep him?
I don't know.
Ask.
It's up to Jupiter. Jupiter. Luckily, Jupiter spends time in your first house of self-transformation from the start of the year up until early June, bringing on an intense period of personal growth. They had to use the word intense.
Great. I would like less intensity, please, Jupiter.
Jupiter expands everything it touches. And in this first house, this translates to a magnified sense of self-awareness.
I want to be less self-aware.
You're about to be so self-aware.
I want to be less self-aware. I want less intensity.
Geminis will feel more confident, though, and outgoing and optimistic about your abilities and prospects from now on.
You know what? I did feel a little bit more optimistic and confident whenever I had my extensions in, and then my kids got bugs, and then they had to come out. But I can get them put back in. I got an appointment in a couple weeks.
Do you? Because I just ordered some clip-ins.
Did you?
I did. I can't commit to it again.
Yeah.
But I would like it for like a night out. I like a long curly situation.
Yeah, all your nights out.
Once a year, baby. That's why I ordered clip-ins. I can't go full extensions for one night a year. About your abilities and prospects now. So grab a hold of all the opportunities to improve yourself from the inside and out. Extensions.
Well, no, I think the reason I was so bummed that I got sick like right off the rip of the new year is because I want to start being active again, because I used to go on like 1 or 2 walks every single day.
Right.
And now, I mean, it took me probably close to 15 hours to edit the New Year's episode.
Yeah.
And I had to take a break at one point, and I walked down to the bottom of my hill and came back up because I was like, I have to move my legs.
All you have to do is just walk up and down your hill, I feel.
I was like, I need to go down and then back up, and then just to move my legs because sitting here is fucking killing me.
Yeah.
But I sent you a Naughty Girl Fitness video. I don't know if you saw it.
I did. I wanted to start doing it.
Are we doing this or no?
Yes. There were so many you sent me in that small period of time. I couldn't respond to all of them.
But
I immediately wanted to, because she was like, you don't have to, if you don't want to, you don't have to move the ass out. I'm going to move the ass.
I was like, we're moving the ass out. But I just want to do fun things like that.
No,
and I feel like I
get your body moving in a fun way.
I feel like I can when the kids go down to bed.
Yes. Even when they're in school.
But they've been off school for 2 weeks, so that's been tough. But I just started feeling like shit. So as soon as I get them to bed, I want to crawl into bed.
100%. 100%. Unpredictable Uranus also spends. Is that how we say it now, or is it Uranus?
All right, you can call it whatever
You're
you want.
Unpredictable
Just don't call
anus.
me late for dinner.
Your
Just
Uranus.
don't call my anus for dinner or whatever.
Your Uranus is unpredictable. Also spends time in your first house between early July and early November, intensifying your natural curiosity and your desire for change. You might feel a strong urge to reinvent yourself by breaking free of old patterns and embracing a new, more authentic you. Sudden changes and unexpected events are also part of this rebellious transit. You're going to be rebellious.
I don't want to be.
I know. I think you shouldn't.
I feel like everything this is saying, I'm not going to do. Because in to some degree, and maybe I'm just comparing this to how I would have been prior, like how fully I would have embraced this, I think would have been manic,
yes,
and problematic.
Yeah,
I think
very impulsive.
I feel like it would have been to my detriment.
I agree. Maybe you don't. Maybe in your early parts, you'll find a way to do it without it being that.
Maybe the most wild thing for me to change is for me to not change at all.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
Now you're fucking onto something.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. Still, experiences that shake up your routine and forced you to adapt to a new circumstance are welcome this year.
No, they're
Evolution
not.
is
Who
are you talking to? Evolution is upon you. Are you ready for the transformation?
Are you ready for it? Doom, doom, doom.
Doom, 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 hand in a hand.
That's coming out this year. It is. It just has to. Reputation Taylor's version,
Yeah.
It's coming out.
Yeah. Here we go. 2025 love. As a versatile, restless air sign, you are always big on monogamy, marriage, etc.
Is to say I'm not? That's why I'm like, I don't think that I'm ruled as much by my sun sign.
So let's check our moons next.
I think so.
So how can you stay happily entangled this year? Unfortunately, Sirius Saturn represents commitment and responsibility, and its journey through sensitive, emotional Pisces early in the year can make you feel restricted and unfulfilled. However, if you can find a way to be honest about your emotions, you will probably see your lover's compassionate side unlock right in front of your eyes.
Lover.
Did you ever think... the way they're reading you right now. Did you ever think that maybe they're feeling the exact same way? You're on the same team, remember? Why are you talking to her?
Don't
like
be
this?
so fucking rude, first of all. And second of all, I know what that man's thinking, and it's nothing.
No.
Okay? That man has not a thought between those eyes or those ears. And that's what I love about him.
What? Get out of here, pop-up. Pop. Passionate Mars spends time in Libra in your fifth house of fun and romance between early August and late September, increasing your attraction to other potential lovers and partners who give off tons of charisma. Of course, you'll also be drawn...
That doesn't even sound like me, though.
Wait till this part. Of course, you'll also be drawn to the hottest people in the room, but looks won't be enough to keep you interested forever. Also, add to your list of wants now good social skills and manners, excellent conversationalist, and extremely intelligent. That's just funny because of what you just said.
Look at my track record. Look at them all. Line them up. Line them up like they were in a fucking... what's that jail thing? Is it just called a lineup? Line them up in a lineup. And you tell me which of those is intelligent, attractive, charismatic.
This next one couldn't be less you. Are you ready? Is that a big ask? Maybe, but you're not in any hurry to find the one.
I would get married tomorrow. Like, you're out of your goddamn mind.
You're in the most hurry of anybody I think I've ever met to find the one. I've never been a more in a hurry person. You have both Venus entering Libra and a new Libra moon happening between mid to late October, welcoming extra energy into that fifth house of dating, entertainment, and leisure.
Why do you want me to not be with Brady so bad? What did he ever do to you, universe?
Making this an ideal time frame to meet people with potential romantic
I don't want to meet
appeal.
Another person in my life. Okay, I'm so tired of meeting people. I'm just kidding. I like meet and greets. I would love to say hello.
That's when we're going to be doing this, so maybe you'll meet someone at a meet and greet.
Well,
potentially.
Hey, do you know how many times I got hit on at meet and greets before anyone knew I was with Brady? Listen, the period between
That's what
me
makes
announcing
me think that maybe people knew that it wasn't as solid as it appeared. Because I didn't get hit on once.
Well, no. It was
also Corey came to a
the
lot of shows, so that
period
might be
between people finding out about my divorce and me announcing I was with Brady specifically, when it was just ambiguous Alex that I was dating. No one had any loyalties to that person.
They didn't give
and
a
they
fuck
didn't
about
know
Alex.
what my like relationship to Alex was.
Yeah.
They just knew Alex was someone I was spending time with. During that period of shows, I got fucking hit on so many times. I got offered to like join thruples. I was hall passes for people. I was like getting whispered in my ear. I'm like,
I was a little offended. I still am, to be honest. What's wrong with me? Was it the bangs? What is it? The braids?
I was sitting there like this. I've never been in this position before, ever.
I could have used a little tickle.
And I got plenty to give.
I could have used a pinch here or there. Anyways, I
feel like they don't know me at all.
Exciting energy targeting this area of your life ignites sparks of attraction that you can't even ignore. Being open to meeting new people and exploring new connections with people who aren't usually your type, well, that's true.
That's true.
Leads to fun and excitement.
You know what's
crazy?
Then
after that, who knows?
This feels like it would have made sense for last year. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
That would have made that is almost describing my 2024 to a T.
Right. Well, let's do our moons.
Okay. Because that to me felt like
what's your moon?
That was for a stranger, Virgo.
You have a Virgo moon and I have a Virgo rising.
And I have an Aquarius rising.
Okay, that actually.
Which Brady's an Aquarius, which is why I feel like he and I.
Let me do a full chart.
Let's do it.
Let's do full chart. Okay. Let me see if I can find one. Astrology read for.
Well, I have one. That's what my co-star gave me.
So did mine, but I don't believe it. Sun, moon, and rising.
Can I see your co-star? Because it gave me all three of mine together.
What? All three of your what?
It gave me your year ahead report.
Yeah, I just got one. Enter 2025? Or no? You saw this?
Scroll down.
Yeah. So mine says.
Now wait, you have to scroll all the way down because that's a jokey one.
Reveal my 2025. I have to pay $12 for this. All right.
I did it. It's a business expense.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because this was jokey, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying to me right now. But
I wanted to read yours to you.
Well, can I read yours to you? You already read yours.
I don't remember it. And those are screenshots.
Oh, fun. It says Ciara's year of running wild. Okay.
Jeri's
year of quiet defiance.
Also, the picture that they use, does that not look like my land?
Yeah. Also, running wild for me makes sense, and quiet defiance also kind of makes sense for you.
I agree.
Okay. Go ahead with yours.
Okay, so this is for Ciara, where you're coming from. You've managed to stay true to what you believe is right, even when the world tries to sway you. Growing up, you were told that your compassion was a weakness and you were exploited. You've come to believe that you must harden your heart to survive in this cold world. You still struggle with feeling like you're too soft and idealistic for your own good. Lately, you're starting to see that your refusal to reject your softness makes you stronger in the face of adversity.
Whoa! Immediately.
I knew it.
Because I was just thinking about that. Because I was like trying to embrace my softer, more like
your soft girl era.
I want to be a little soft.
Me too.
I want to be emotional. I want to cry when I see
puppies.
I was going to say puppies. Where you're coming from, you've managed to find clear direction in the most volatile conditions. Okay, so I like where these are going. In your early years, you felt too wild for mundane obligations. You've come to believe that you have to tone yourself down to be accepted. You still struggle with feeling like you're too intense for others to handle. Lately, you're realizing that by expressing your most unkempt emotions, you give others permission to do the same. And maybe that's what we're doing.
I know.
I'm making you a little hard, and you're making me a little soft.
Well, that makes me sad. I'd like to make people hard.
No. I'm sure you make someone hard. You're brother core.
Just kidding. Yay.
They came on my stream the other day. Jerry and Brady
We were in the same
chat.
room.
It was so funny to
We
me.
were in the same room, and that silly bitch also had his volume on. I was like, we both don't
You
need to have
can't
our
do
volume
this.
on. So I just muted mine and listened on his.
But I thought as soon as I heard that he was in there, I was like, I'm gonna keep doing the brother.
He was laughing out loud. We were
Good.
both laughing.
I was hoping that he thought it was funny because I was like, I hope he doesn't think that I never want to be too. I don't want to seem mean.
No. He was cracking
Him
up
and I
about
get
it.
each other.
Winter, finding love.
Oh, well, you know what's crazy is I think
you want a divorce?
Yes. I'm gonna say something, Brady. If you're listening, don't. I've been refinding love in my relationship because when I tell you that Corey and I are in like a honeymoon, we had sex in the shower. We took a shower together because
yesterday Brady was like, "You would follow me into the closet?" And winked at me, and I was like, "No." My kids are there.
That's where we were for
a long
time.
There's not a lock on the closet.
Me and Corey were like, I bought Vic's shower things, so he was like, get in the shower with me and we'll just breathe this steam because we were both
breathe this steam.
And so as we were breathing it in, he started like washing me, soaping me, and then all of a sudden it's been downright.
Oh my God.
But all I want to say is you could take the pornographic part.
Okay, I'll leave that part in.
Okay. However, we've been on a real without taking a honeymoon. I told him, I feel like it's a year after we've been married. We've been together for 7 years.
Yeah.
This is going into our 8th year of being together. And I feel like we are like in a honeymoon phase again. And it's really cute. So that's nice.
There's a line in a song that I really like that says, "This part right here feels like the honeymoon whenever you say my name." And I'm like, I love that that's not a stage, it's a feeling.
Yeah.
And like you can get it back.
And that's what we've literally been, because we were doing our own things for a while. He'd go downstairs and play video games after the kids went to sleep, and I would go edit or do whatever I needed to do and do stuff for the podcast or whatever. I worked best at night. But last night he was like, we started doing that, and then he's like, do you want to watch a movie with me? We watched Midsummer the other day.
Yeah.
We've been into psychological thrillers, so
Great.
we watched Black Swan last night. Great movie.
Yeah.
Fucking
Out there.
if anybody has any movies like Midsummer and Black Swan, send them our way because we are like, I think we found a new genre that we really like. But then we sat up together and we just talked. And I told him the other day, I was like, I feel like I'm like falling in love with you again. And I don't know why, but it's just very cute. I feel like we're both, you can get stagnant really easily.
Well, different phases. And like
we're both very comfortable people. So it's nice to be like romantic together again.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you reading mine?
Yeah. Winter. Okay. Finding love. You're drawn to people who make promises about a grand future but struggle to accept those who are actually available. You find yourself chasing an idealized vision only to become restless when reality doesn't match your high hopes. A part of you believes that commitment means settling and that choosing one path means missing out on others. But you're starting to understand that a relationship... Why am I going to cry? That a relationship is a trip you take together filled with the same slow hours and silences between destinations.
What did I just say?
As long as you're heading in the same direction, it's better than traveling solo.
What did I just say?
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
This winter, you'll meet someone who pulls you into a disorienting new reality. Corey. It's him again.
I don't think I need any more people. No. I'm also done meeting people.
They'll challenge your beliefs about what's possible in love. You'll argue, but also make up. Let yourself be wrong about how you love. Unlearn everything. You don't have to understand it to receive it. When it feels like too much, focus on the simplest sensations like the warmth of their skin or the scent of your sweatshirt.
Oh my God, that's literally, I was thinking, because we were like cuddling while we were watching the movie, and I remember I had my forehead was touching his neck part, and I was just like feeling his skin on my skin, and I'm like, we don't skin to skin enough. Yeah. I felt like a newborn goddamn baby. And I needed to do more of that. All right, your winter said making them work for it. You cling to stability, mistaking comfort for love. What feels secure can also become a distraction, a trail of breadcrumbs leading you away from passion. Beneath your calm surface lies a deep fear of of upheaval stemming from having had what you thought was solid ground disintegrate under you before.
First time I read that, I was like, I'm grateful I'm in the bathtub because I am crying.
So I am sobbing. I am filling this tub with my tears.
Yep.
Now your challenge is to embrace the volatile nature of deeper chemistry. Mm-hmm. This is good for you.
I agree.
Sometimes a love worth having will disrupt as much as it soothes. I would say the opposite. I think it will soothe as much as it might disrupt sometimes.
I think
you're used to a lot of disruption and you're not used to a lot of soothing that's genuine soothing.
100%. I mean, I texted you the other day. Mm-hmm. I texted her. I was like, that I was freaking out about the lice thing. And I was washing all of these clothes and all of our sheets, and I was trying to make sure both kids were taken care of. And then also I was feeling sick, and all these birthday parties coming up. And he hasn't had a birthday party in years because he's always sick.
Fucking winter birthdays,
and so then he started to get hives, and I started to cry. And Brady came over and he gave me a hug, and he goes, "It's allowed to feel like a lot."
Yep.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
And he didn't make it about him. He didn't try and be like, we're going through a lot. It was just like, you have a lot on your plate. I'm acknowledging that you have a lot of feelings because you have a lot going on.
And I just want to let you know that I'm here, but only if you need it.
Yes, and what you're feeling is valid.
Yes.
And I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And I told Ciara that happened, and I go, I think I got pregnant right in that moment. I think he said those words to me, and I am now with child.
I told her, I said, how does it feel to have somebody who grounds you in those moments instead of making them more chaotic?
Yes.
Instead of being like, you're right, the world is falling apart.
Turns into Monster Inc. I was like, you turned like Scooby-Doo on me.
I'm the guy from Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
I've been watching Monsters Inc. a lot, dude.
I think I love Monsters Inc.
Okay, this winter, relationships serve as a rigorous teacher, forcing you to define your boundaries with precision. Conflicts arise to show you where you end and others begin. Despite the initial discomfort, you'll enjoy the satisfaction of saying no. It's a skill that will serve you for life. True commitment means negotiating needs, not denying that they exist. If loneliness tempts you to settle for less, know that solitude is the price of sovereignty. Endure it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right,
read my next one. I'm excited.
Spring.
Yes.
Raising the bar.
Okay.
Just before we go on, I have been trying to say no. I'm not very good at it. I'm really not very good at it. And I wish I was more clear with my no. I wish I was more like, no, and then period. That's it. We move on.
Thing.
Yes.
That I've also had to work on.
I'm still very much
having to like also convince yourself that you're allowed to say no.
And it doesn't make me a bad person or I'm not doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
I want people's approval who I don't even like.
Yes.
Like that's the thing that is just insane.
Yes.
And I do think I need to focus on that and be okay with that. And I also have been recently going through a period of difficulty with, I'm so appreciative of everyone's messages and comments on things.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling guilty, like, okay, how long are you going to be the sad divorced girl thing?
Yes.
And I was like, have I made my divorce my whole personality?
Right.
And then I realized, well, how long did you make hiding it your whole personality?
100%. Yeah.
A pretty fucking long time.
Yes.
So you're allowed to, and it's not my personality. It is what happened, and it is something that I'm actively going through.
Yeah.
And so
it isn't forever, and it won't be. There will be a time, which I know is crazy to think about, where you won't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
You won't think about it at all.
And realistically, it just finalized at the end of or at the beginning of October. So it's like it's
very
still
new.
Fresh.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, spring for you, raising the bar. You're someone who needs to express yourself directly. Growing up, you often felt stifled and controlled by authority figures. Yeah. They didn't allow space for your strong will and independent spirit.
Yeah.
As an adult, you still bristle when others try to tell you what to do. Yeah. You crave the freedom to speak your mind without having to quiet your voice.
That's why I have this platform.
You deserve people who aren't intimidated by your candor. This spring, give yourself permission to be loud about what you want.
Fuck yeah.
Demanding that your needs be met doesn't make you ungrateful. Let go of the belief that you need to be nice and polite to survive. Quieting your voice to keep the peace only teaches the world to ignore you. Instead, speak up.
Fuck yeah, spring! Oh my
Fuck
God.
yeah, spring. Okay, spring.
Okay, spring. Hell yeah, yours is good too. Well, you already know. You read.
I don't remember it though.
Breaking through walls. You've learned. Well, I just know I didn't read any more.
Oh
than
yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
breaking through walls sounds fucking fun. Sounds like cool.
I'd fucking do that.
Yeah, Kool-Aid Man or whatever. What's he say? Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Could you imagine?
Hell yeah. Kool-Aid for kids. That was my bad. The Kool-Aid Man doesn't say hell yeah. That would be crazy.
No, he doesn't. That
He
would
says
be
fuck
so-
yeah, brother.
He says fuck yeah, brother, as he breaks your house.
No, that was my ex-boyfriend. Anyways, you've learned how to read a room and say just the right thing to get people on your side. It's one of your special gifts. It's also one way you protect yourself from feeling rejected. Oof. Biggest BS. Ouch. You're the first one to smooth things over when conflict arises, even if it means suppressing your own opinions.
Period.
Your ability to persuade others with your way of thinking is admirable, but constantly moderating yourself to avoid friction also stops you from exploring your full capacity. And also sometimes you could side with the wrong people.
That's true.
That's just a fact. I don't think you have in a very long time.
No, I think I've been doing a lot better.
Yes. This spring, your work will become a laboratory for your strangest ambitions. You've been trying so hard to color inside the lines, you forgot how fun it is to scribble, but now you're going to remember.
I hope so.
I think that's really
I don't know what that
sweet.
means.
You're a perfectionist, and it's sometimes fun to be not.
I know, but I don't know what that means.
Let's color outside.
I need examples. What am I going to do?
Bring the most eccentric ideas to the table. Let's get kooky. Let's get kooky bananas.
Let's get crazy.
Let's get crazy about some shit. Propose the preposterous.
I'm going to propose.
No.
I do it.
Progress often masquerades as regression at first, but you know better than to judge an experiment by its first trial. Embrace the raised eyebrows.
Oh, well, all right.
All right.
I'll do my best.
We'll do what we can.
Summer for you.
Yeah!
Right place, right time. Everything's so good for you. Everything's coming up, CiCi.
I've been waiting for this shit! Cancers, do you hear me?
You've learned how to read a room and say just the right thing to get people on your side. It's one of your special gifts. It's one way you protect yourself from feeling rejected.
Oh my God.
You're the first to smooth things over when conflict arises, even if it means suppressing your own opinions.
You know what? I thought when I was reading about you that it felt familiar.
Your ability to persuade others to your way of thinking is admirable.
Let me see if this is verbatim.
The long hours... oh, no. Okay. Oh,
okay, now we're going to switch it up.
maybe. But constantly moderating yourself to avoid friction also stops you from exploring your full capacity.
Word for word, same fucking...
You will find yourself doing work that feels like play.
Okay, it's similar.
This is right. The long hours pass in an instant when you tap into a new sense of purpose. You'll lose track of time in the best way possible. Trust this flow state without abandoning discernment. Hard work is a habit and inspiration is a muscle. Damn. Bars,
yeah,
honestly.
Dude, getting that tattooed on my other arm.
This summer, you'll train your mind to focus and create without waiting for a muse to come to you.
Do you know what that sounds like to me?
What?
You're going to toss the idea up into the air, and then I'm going to hit it out of the park, and we're going to do it together. You come up with the idea, I make it happen, we do it.
Okay.
It sounds like partnership, brother.
Okay.
Spring, summer, fall, you better watch out, brother.
Well, fall.
Hey, I know, but they don't yet. Stupids. I'm just kidding. You're not stupid. Okay, where was I?
Are you at autumn?
Summer.
Oh, no. In summer.
pushing your limits. You learned early on to rely only on yourself. When other kids excluded you, you acted like you didn't care and were above it all. That's so true.
It is so true. I was never included.
No, but then you did it to other people. That's a coping mechanism.
When?
In middle school and high school.
To you.
I'm a person.
But I was also excluded then.
I know. Well, were you?
Yes. I never got invited to a single party.
All right.
Do you remember? I literally announced that and they were like, well, way to kill the vibe. At Christmas or something. Don't you remember? You got invited to more parties than I did.
Well, because I was doing drugs, Jeri.
Okay. No one included
drug.
No one included
Don't do drugs.
Now who's excluded?
Okay.
I was doing drugs, Jer. Well, that's why I wasn't allowed to play with you. Because you were on drugs. It wasn't that I excluded you. I wasn't allowed.
That's fair. Deep down in middle school. That didn't happen. I waited until I had tits before I did drugs.
That's the
Let that
lesson
be very
we want
clear.
you to take away from today. Wait until you have tits to do drugs, kids.
Deep down, feeling like an outsider made you believe you were somehow defective. This is sad.
I know. I'm getting red to film.
Oh my God. You focus intensely on your unique interests and throw yourself into causes. You hide your soft underbelly behind an aloof persona. You have a soft underbelly.
I do. I have the softest belly.
Intimate one-on-one relationships still feel risky to you, like the other person is bound to disappoint you.
Mm-hmm.
This summer is about abandoning the notion that you must have it all figured out before taking a chance. You'll learn to interrupt yourself when you're overthinking and instead trust your own instincts. Growth often masquerades as foolishness at first. That's a crazy
I have heard that the
sentence.
Fool card in like tarot is...
I just got it the other day.
Yeah, this is a good one.
That's a really crazy sentence, and I really actually like that. Growth often masquerades as foolishness at first.
Yeah.
That is so fucking true. Damn. But you're ready to risk embarrassment in the name of being yourself. Your world will get bigger, and you'll come to appreciate how much you still have to discover.
All right.
Autumn.
Autumn. No more hiding.
Okay.
You learned early on to keep your true feelings hidden. You were
Yes.
an expert to asking questions to deflect attention and changing the subject when conversations got too personal.
Reading me to Phil.
Giving others admission to your private inner world felt far too risky, which is why if you go on the Reddit and the ChatGPT basically said that like Ciara has...
ChatGPT was like, we know everything about Jeri and Ciara's there.
Ciara's just there.
I was like, what? Talk about myself sometimes, I think.
Yeah, basically, they're just going to be like, we know Ciara fucks. We know that for certain.
Hey, she's getting it laid down.
She is taking pipe. You developed a keen ability to read others while remaining inscrutable yourself.
Yes.
Your secrecy gave you power.
Yes.
But now you yearn for real intimacy to be fully seen and accepted.
That's true.
This autumn is about releasing the belief that love is a limited resource you must guard and ration. Offer care without expectation of anything in return. This kind of generosity comes from a place of hope, not lack.
Yes.
The more you give, the more your heart opens. By putting more love out into the world than you take, you create your own luck.
Wow.
For autumn, I love that.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. It's really nice. Oh, I just keep putting in my password. That's not happening. Autumn. Okay, you're Autumn. This is nice. Getting your game back.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, brother. You're going to feel yourself again, I feel.
love in basketball.
You are someone who needs to feel free of demands sometimes. Growing up, you were expected to be the responsible one.
Mm-hmm.
The adults in your life leaned on you way too much, not letting you be a carefree kid. Even now, you find it...
I just want to cry?
I know. Even now, you find it hard to let loose and be silly, worried what others might think. I would say less now.
I'm not necessarily worried about being silly. I'm just worried about making mistakes.
Being wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or perceived.
Yes.
As in the wrong.
Yes.
Yes. This autumn, allow yourself to indulge in pleasure for its own sake. fuck, dude.
Just trying to get laid.
Fuck.
Just trying to get pipe.
Remember, that's when all those new loves are coming.
Dick me down in autumn.
All the hottest people in the room are gonna dick you down.
Oh no.
Notice if you feel the need to earn it first. Let go of
the dicking?
Yes. The pleasure.
Okay.
Let go of the belief that hardship is necessary for growth. Time out. Did you watch Black Swan?
Yeah. Long time ago, but yeah.
The scene with in the bed. Mila Kunis?
Yep.
I went, oh! And Corey was like, Ciara. And I was like, what? What? I'm just saying, oh.
I'm just saying, oh my God, dude.
Whoa.
Wow.
Anyways, watch that movie. Sometimes ease is a signal that you're on the right path. The lack of friction doesn't mean you're losing your edge. Embracing your hedonistic tendencies will paradoxically make you more generous. What the fuck are these words, dude? Will make you more generous. What's hedonistic?
I don't know.
I'm going to Google it.
But I feel like...
Permission to use your phone. I can't find it. Google hedonistic.
How do you spell it?
Hedon.
I don't know. I just started typing. Hedonism, a philosophical view that prioritizes pleasure and the avoidance of pain.
Okay, so I'm the opposite of that.
Okay.
I like pain. The other day,
I feel like I'm feeling that now, though.
Okay,
some of like, there was something about like just going along with the calmness or whatever.
Yeah. The lack of friction doesn't mean you're losing your edge.
Yes.
Embracing your hedonistic tendencies will paradoxically make you more genuine. Pleasure is better when it's shared.
And
you're going to have a good autumn.
Double your pleasure,
double your fun. Double go.
That's what I've always said, dude.
Me too.
Okay.
I almost said because it's the Doublemint twins. I was almost like, fuck twins in autumn, but don't.
I won't. And you can't make me.
I'm doing it. Not both of them. Just one.
Just one.
One of the pair.
Fuck a twin in autumn.
Old fuck a twin in autumn.
This year, you will let go of the idea that love is a limited resource. A relationship will make you question everything you thought you knew about love. In one way or another, your work will feel like play.
Okay.
Aww. Long hours will pass in an instant. You'll train your mind to focus and create without relying on fleeting inspiration. The people around you will appreciate your candor. Don't be afraid to speak up loudly about what you want and need from your relationships. Be straightforward. It doesn't make you ungrateful. Mm-hmm. They will respect you more for being direct, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Your voice deserves to be heard.
Fuck yeah.
That is your year ahead.
I feel like I've been starting that.
I agree.
In a lot of relationships, but mostly with Corey. and I told Jeri this because I'm very honest. And I was telling her about some just not issues, but just something that we went through and how I reacted to it. And she was like, I'm really happy that you're able to be that honest and like.
In your relationship.
Yeah, just like I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid to be that honest with him.
That is a gift.
Yes.
That is a wonderful, wonderful thing to have in a relationship is the freedom to speak and not be concerned about what the aftermath is.
What's going to happen to me, or what are they going to think of me? Are they going to use it against me?
Right.
Are they going to leave me because of it? Because I have abandonment issues like crazy. And so I'm always like, I have to be this perfect little princess or he's going to leave me. And I've slowly been letting that go. And the fact that he stays and loves me more after it is like a very nice thing to make me realize that like you can be fully yourself and he'll still love you.
It enhances your security.
It enhances other people too, because it's like the people that matter will love me for me. I think not for who I want to be for them.
I think it partly heals an attachment wound. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Not saying like another person does that, but you knowing that you having the space to practice and be safe in it.
Because when we did attachment theory, I fully said that I thought I had a secure attachment in my relationship, but I still felt avoidant attachment in friendships.
Yes.
And things like that. And knowing I can do that with him.
Yeah.
And seeing him not use it against me or leave me makes me feel like, well, the friends that I have that I love also won't do that. They won't think I'm annoying. At least
they should.
And if they do, they're not for me.
Right.
And that's okay.
Right.
So if I ask them too much to hang out, or if I go too long without talking to them, but then bombard them with texts or,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, just act imperfect sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I push people away when I'm feeling depressed because I don't want them to see that, like,
right,
scary mental health side of me, because it doesn't look perfect. And, like, it's nice that he's showing me.
I also feel like you don't want to be babied.
I hate being babied. I'm wondering if after this all, you'll develop that as well, because you've never had this much. It's nice support, but it is support in almost a pitying way, where it's like, you're so strong.
I never wanted support. I never wanted support ever, but before, people didn't know that I needed it.
Sure.
And so it was more so like, hey, you don't want it, but you need it.
Yes.
And now it's like, okay, we know you need it, and we're going to give it to you, but you've never wanted it in the first place.
Yeah.
And now you really don't want it, although you do need it.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking ahead, this year, your relationships will become more honest.
I hope so.
Me too. Your relationship will teach you to set clear boundaries. Conflicts will show you where you need to draw lines, and saying no will bring satisfaction. In one way or another, you'll start coloring outside the lines. Okay, back to coloring outside the lines. That's good. You will begin experimenting with new ways of working. Other people will show you that you're allowed to make mistakes without fear of abandonment. Yes. Okay, that's good.
That is good.
I was like, confused about that, but I get what it's saying. Reveal a flaw and notice how they respond with understanding and support. Okay, so it's very much what I was just saying.
Yes.
It's being allowed to be yourself in a safe environment.
Right. There's and I don't want to say that, like, I don't want to give Brady too much credit. No. But I also don't want to not give him credit. You know what I mean? And because he's someone I live with, and so I spend a lot of time with him, there's just a lot more opportunity for these things to happen.
Yeah.
But I am not afraid to mess up. I'm not afraid to rest. I'm not afraid to ask for what I need.
Right.
And little by him responding, everything is not an end of the world scenario.
Exactly. And not to give myself too much credit, but I will say I think that when I listened to the previous year, I think that you were also getting that from our relationship when you decided to end. Like, it was, you were allowing another person who was that close to you to, like, give you the space to be a person and not use it against you.
Yes.
And not make you feel like you had to do everything all the time.
Yeah.
And so, again, I didn't want to, like, be like, well, it was also me. But I do think that when I re-listened to it back, I hear
there was
a lot
so
of
much
that.
in that. I initially was trying to figure out what the fuck you were talking about, but now I'm with you now.
Well, I was like, how do I say this without making myself be like, but also me? But I think that might have also helped you while you were still in it. See that, like, hey, not all relationships are like this.
I think with you and me, it was...
I also didn't want to give too much away, so I was trying to be very careful.
I think with you and me, it was complicated. And if you watched the Messy edit, and the reason it's called the Messy edit is because we talk about the song Messy, just so you know.
That's
if you're on page,
if you didn't leave that in.
Not in the main one.
Okay.
Not the full extent.
Yes.
If you guys are patreon.com/ladies and tangents has a extended version of the New Year's episode. There's an additional like 20 some minutes.
Yes.
And we talk about the song Messy by Lola Young.
Yeah.
And in that I kind of talk about, anyway, I was in a tough spot where hindsight, yes, I think you're right. I think there was an opportunity for me to feel that here.
Yeah.
But I still had a wall up because I had to, because you were a dangerous person in a way, because it was like, I can't give anyone else too much credit.
Which is crazy. Yeah. But I also think that highlighted it for you.
Yes.
Because it's like, that shouldn't be.
That's not normal.
That's not normal.
Or healthy.
That's not normal. That's not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn. See, I didn't really know that, but interesting.
Well, do you know what I mean? Where it was almost like you could give me that. You could give me the plate of cookies that was going to help me, but I was like,
I can't allow you to help me because it can't be you that helps me.
Yes. I can't take that cookie.
Yeah.
I need you to know that I am happy that you're giving it to me. I'm happy that it's there. I'm grateful. And I see that I need that cookie, but I cannot take that cookie.
Because this person baked cookies too. And although his cookies are worse,
I don't act like those are the greatest cookies in the entire world.
Oh my God, what a metaphor. But that's so true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's why I was like, yeah, and part of me still battles with it. So that's why when you started to talk, I was like, no. Never you.
Yeah, right? No, I know. Well, I feel
that's not
sometimes.
true. That's not true.
Well, and I think that's important for other people to know when they feel like there's like a wall up. That wall was not built by us.
No. And I think, I didn't know. If you, again, this is so deviating from this, but on the Reddit, someone was like, said something about
the conspiracy theory that we actually hate each other.
I was like, there's a conspiracy that we hate each other?
It's just crazy. Here's the thing, and cut this out if you want to.
Okay.
I'm speaking very ambiguously about a situation that I know a lot about from my point of view as someone who is in a toxic relationship. Take that how you will. When you're in toxic relationships, a lot of times there are wedges driven that you don't even know are driven between other people that are close to you, and people who want you isolated do that for a reason.
Right.
Now, when you come out of those relationships, it can take years to get that wedge down, even though you didn't put it there because of the guilt you feel that it was placed there in the first place, that you almost allowed it to be placed there.
Well, and also
that's from me.
Also, it can feel like you're going to feel the repercussions, even though that person's not there to give them anymore. Like you could, it's like Pavlov. It's Pavloving. You know what I mean? But what's that thing where they like put people in a room and they like, if they touched a handle, it shocked them, and then they just like never wanted to touch the handle, even though it was
like,
not.
I don't want to get shocked.
Yes.
I'm afraid that if I let you think you're an important person to me, that person's still going to be like, well, they're the most important person to you. Right now, I'm going to use that against you, and we're going to fight about it.
And also, I think while that happened, there was also the complicated nuance of you and I having kind of a role reversal.
Yeah. Sure,
and so it's like, it's very weird to process both of those things simultaneously, because they're two completely different things that play a big part in one relation. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So, no. Yeah, I think the people who are in my life right now, the people who are in close proximity to me, have given me opportunities to practice growing softer sides of myself and experimenting with failing. And maybe this is going to be some shit, but I think your success independently has challenged me to practice being a cheerleader. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I was just talking with someone the other night and saying, like, when you first started your stream, I was like, I want to support her, but I don't want to make it about me. And so I don't want me not being there all the time to look like I'm not supportive.
Yes.
But I also don't, this is for her, and I don't want her to feel like she needs that, or I don't want to distract.
Or that people are there to be like, oh, Jeri's here too.
Yeah, and I don't want to distract, but I also do want to be there and support. And so it was almost like a good thing that you would do it when I couldn't be on there because I had my boys. Yeah. And so I was like, well, I mean, this is a legitimate excuse that I can't be on it. Yeah. But it gave you an opportunity too to like get your sea legs. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now when I am able to join, I can tell that you're not like worried about
you're there.
Yeah.
No. It enhances it. I just told Corey, I walked up because he was like, how was your stream? I was like, Jeri was there again. It was so funny. I actually said Jeri and Brady were both there. I was cracking up. They were making me laugh. Especially because the Love is Blind ones are very chaotic. And so the fact that you both came in during that one, I'm like, this is amazing.
But yeah, I think I've never really been in that position before where like my cheerleading for you before was like, you can do it, little engine who could.
It's almost patronizing.
Yes.
And you're not meaning it to be, but it just,
No, but
it could seem that way.
Yes. And it was almost like, I wanted that for you, and now I am in a position where I'm having to figure out like how to just not be someone who's like go or constantly like receiving admiration. I'm receiving admiration, but I'm receiving it for like, you're so brave. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean, yeah.
And thank you. It's just, it's complicated. It's complicated accepting that.
It is.
Where, and I can't speak for you, but I wonder if receiving the kind of admiration you're receiving now is complicated because
100%.
Like there was so much self-doubt
in,
am I good enough? Am I enough? Am I...
Yeah. It also makes it hard to, there were days like Christmas I wanted to take off that week. And I was like, I've never felt a like beating myself up like I did about taking time off. And I was like,
isn't that a bitch? Isn't that a bitch?
Nobody's going to love you if you don't work hard. And if you don't, they're all going to leave and no one's going to watch you anymore. And
it's just weird. Like, weird. It feels like the voices in our heads just switched. They moved. Yes. And now we're dealing with like different things.
What a beautiful thing that we have each other to be like, bounce it off of a little bit. Where it's like, look, you took a bit of a rest and people are, I would say even more so, like there for you, championing you, like stay in bed, girl. We don't care. They wouldn't. I for real think they wouldn't give a shit if both of us stayed in bed for a week. And that's nice to know as somebody who thinks.
I wish I could.
Well, no, we do. Yeah. And then I think it's nice, vice versa, to be like, you're not. Whatever. You know how it goes. Hold on. I think that I'm not done.
Oh.
I feel like you had more, but I can't remember where I left off.
I don't think it matters, but.
Coloring outside the lines, you experiment with new ways of working. Other people will show you that you're allowed to make mistakes without fear of abandonment. There we go. Yeah. Reveal a flaw and notice how they respond with understanding and support.
Yeah.
Let yourself relax in their presence, knowing that the world won't fall apart if you take a break from being responsible all the time. As you begin to recognize the ways you unknowingly push love away, a new sense of possibility emerges.
Well, I feel like I'm pushing this love away.
Which one?
The part where people are like being supportive of me resting. I think a lot of it is I felt so much purpose in being needed.
Yeah.
And now the person who everyone is wanting me to focus on is me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need me.
Her, dude. That's how I feel. She's fine.
That's how I feel.
Give me something.
You know how I have it. How I know I have issues. Mm-hmm. When you said you were just beating yourself up, I was like, oh, fuck, she may need me then. She may want advice about how to fucking deal with that. And I got it. And that's how I know I have work to do. I was like, woo, she down bad about something. Go ahead, you come to me, girl. I'll help you.
That's a motherfucking fact.
And that's how I know I have issues.
That's okay. We both do. And I think that's what's beautiful about this podcast is that we are very, very blatantly works in progress. And I think that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's what our year's supposedly supposed to look like, guys. Let us know. What is your year supposed to look like? What I know for certain is no bugs.
No bugs.
No bugs, no flus.
No pandemics.
No birds.
Get out. No birds are good, but the flus.
Healthy birds.
Healthy birds only.
2025. All right. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out. If you want extra content, go to ladiesandtangents.com for merch and stuff, or you can go to patreon.com/ladiesandtangents.
And also, please follow us on all of our social medias. I don't know what's going to happen this month.
Yep.
With TikTok, and that's where our largest following is. So if you follow us on TikTok, you're re-listening to us now for some reason. Hey, welcome. Sorry, that was crazy. Go follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Yes.
We are also on Blue Sky. We haven't set up anything, but we did take the name, so at least the name
it's there. Go ahead and download, please, wherever you are listening, or if you have a streaming platform on your phone, even if you watch on YouTube, download
someone
it.
Also sent us an email saying that you can go and re-up your settings to auto-download again on Apple. So if that is something, please do that. It helps more than you know. I don't give a shit if you delete them after they're downloaded. Just downloading them helps so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for allowing us to continue doing this every week with you.
Yes.
And we will see you next week.
All right.
We're out.
Goodbye.